I'm inside of Leonardo AI, and what I'd like to do is create unlimited coloring book pictures for free. How do I do that? I've only got 150 credits, and so if I do the image generation prompt, if I click image generation and I type something in, I'm going to wind up using 10 credits, could be more, but I'm going to wind up running out. So what I'm going to do instead is on this main page, I'm going to go on the left-hand side, and I'm going to go down to real-time generation. Now inside the real-time generation, you're going to have a prompt down at the bottom, and I've typed in the word dog, so now a dog pops up. It didn't ask for the sunglasses, but hey, I'm not complaining. So now if I say dog wearing a top hat, we're going to see now that comes up. You're going to see some elements now on the right-hand side. There's actually 4 elements, and they all actually work in tandem with each other. So as you scroll to the right on the coloring book, you're going to see it instantly starts changing and turns into something that would be pretty good for a coloring book. You'll see as I move closer and closer to the right, the image gets a little bit simpler and eventually gets super simple. Same thing here with the folk art. If I move this folk art, it's going to start moving the image, and it's going to start making it more retro, more vintage. And you can tweak these now. You can leave them at 0, but you could also tweak them, and you can make them anything you like. I really like this example of a dog that would look fantastic in a coloring book, for example. So I'd recommend that you use the sliders and you take a look at what's available. Some of them are going to work great. Some of them maybe not so much. And if you get way out of whack on something and you don't like the way it looks, you can just simply hit the reset button, and that'll push all 4 now back to 0. And then you can move the coloring book slider to the left or to the right as you like. There's also this little filter here on the right-hand side. You'll see it says none, and there's a whole bunch of different filters that you can use. If you do sketch color, for example, it'll change it, even though I've got the coloring book filter here, the element set to 0.5. What I like doing is sketch black and white. That's pretty nice. Now it's not black and white, but it's close, and so I could move this now. So for example, that's a great looking vintage dog with a top hat that doesn't really have any color on it. That would look really nice for a coloring book. You can see here I've got folk art illustration at -8 and then coloring book at a +8. So you just have to tweak the settings. Then you can also tweak the filter down at the bottom, and you can see if things will change to something more to your liking. Painting, environment, dynamic, and the list goes on and on. This is a really easy to use interface. There's basically 4 items on the right-hand side, just sliders, a text prompt, and then a filter. That's pretty much it. Now, how do you get the actual free image? Simply right-click inside the image, and you can click the Save button. That will save it as a JPEG file. You could also right-click and open in a new tab. This now gets me the actual image here. This is 672 pixels by 672 pixels. Yes, I know it's not a very large photo, but there are upscalers that you can use. So for example, there's a universal upscaler here, and there's also free upscalers that you can use. So lots of different options there. I'll put a couple links in the video description. Make sure to check it out. I do like using Leonardo AI. It gives you credits every day. It is free to use, and there's some truly free tools like the one that we just took a look at in this video. Here's another video on how you can supercharge your digital graphics journey using the powers of Leonardo AI.